So we are going to begin in child's pose today. So you can have your knees as wide as your mat or tucked close together underneath you. Just extend outwards. Hands can be reaching in front of you for a bit of a shoulder stretch, or if you want to, you can have them resting by your side. Just find what feels right in your body to start today as we just settle in. Paying attention to our breath. Feeling the ground beneath us and noticing the way that it holds us. The way that it's been doing so all day, even if we haven't noticed until now. Begin to find some deeper breaths here, maybe rocking your head side to side, massaging your forehead against the mat. Feeling your belly expand on the inhale and your whole body release into the ground on your exhale. Your next inhale, slowly rise up to sit on your ankles and your heels. If this isn't a comfortable seat for you, you can sit on a block or sit on your sits bones cross-legged, either is fine. We're just going to start by lifting our arms above our head on an inhale. And on an exhale, floating them back down. Inhaling up and releasing gently. Inhale back up, stretching nice and tall, feeling a little bit of extra length through our spine, reaching up through the crown of our heads. And then drop the right palm to the mat, lean over to your right side for a side body stretch. You can have your gaze looking up towards your hand, or if your neck is sore, drop it towards the ground. Inhaling here to find more length, and exhaling back to center. Finding that reach again through the fingertips up the spine, out the top of the head, and exhaling down the left palm, reaching over, feeling the stretch along your right side. Inhaling to find length and exhaling back to center. Gonna roll forward onto all fours into this tabletop position. Pressing our palms firmly into the ground, finding length through our spine, a nice neutral back. And let's take some cat-cows. So inhaling to drop your belly, lift your gaze, extend through your chest, opening your heart. And exhaling to round, tucking your chin into your chest, your gaze towards your belly button. Take a few rounds of that, beginning to sync up breath and movement, going at your own pace. Inhaling to extend and open, and exhaling to round and curl. Come back to table on your next inhale, refinding that neutral spine. Inhale your right arm up towards the sky, feeling a twist, really lengthening through those right fingertips. And releasing to curl underneath, threading the needle, dropping your right shoulder to the mat. You can have your left palm kind of like right in your gaze, or you can extend it forward for more length through your shoulders. Feeling our breath expand our back body. Then plant the left palm Inhale your arm up to the sky and release. Let's do that on the other side. Inhaling, left palm, arm up, really reaching through the fingertips. And exhaling to find stretch. Great, place your palm back firmly onto the mat. Extend your right arm back up towards the sky. And release, meeting back in table. We're gonna move to down dog here. So tuck your toes beneath you. Ankles always crack here. Press them firmly into the mat. Find stability through your front body, curling your elbow creases towards the front of the mat, rolling your shoulders, your shoulder blades squeeze together along the back side of your body. And on an exhale, peel up to find your way to down dog. Pedal the feet out here, rising on both toes, dropping the heels. Shifting a little side to side, any movement just to wake your body up. And then find stillness, pressing really firmly into the balls of your feet, anchoring your heels down. It's okay if they don't make it, mine don't. Extending through your fingertips, pressing each of your fingers into the mat evenly. Take a deep breath here. Exhale to release it completely. Then step forward to the front of the mat. Folding, finding ragdoll here. Feeling the stretch through your hamstrings and your back body. Still just waking our body up with some slow stretching. You can rock side to side here. If your wrists are sore, you can, when they reach the ground, you can place them palm up. Yeah. And then we're going to very slowly rise up to standing. Meeting in mountain pose. Inhale your arms up above your head and float them down. Reaching up, floating down, reaching up. Bring them down through heart center as you exhale to fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, release. Planting your palms, stepping back into our plank pose. Holding this for an inhale. And exhale to lower to the ground. You can drop your knees there. Inhaling up to a low cobra to start. Maybe keeping your gaze down. Feeling your back body engaged to lift up your chest. And exhale to release. You can press back through all fours to find your way back to down dog. Deep inhale here. Exhale to release, sink deeper. Step back to the front of your mat. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. And release back down to your fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Releasing. Planting your palms, stepping back into this strong plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale to drop the knees, lower to the floor. Inhale to a cobra. Maybe lifting your gaze a little higher this time if you're feeling more awake. And release, curling your toes, pressing up and back into downward facing dog. Anchor through your left heel, lift your right leg up high into the sky, and then step it forward into a runner's lunge between your palms. Anchor down through both of your feet, engage your core, to rise up into crescent warrior. Take a breath here, inhaling, finding length, reaching up through the crown of your head, pushing down firmly through your left leg. And on an exhale, open to warrior two. We're going to inhale and reverse, feeling that stretch, and exhale back to warrior two. Really feeling strong along our left leg, making sure our knees don't go past our ankles and our front leg. Inhale to reverse. On an exhale, cartwheel, place your palms, meet back in that runner's lunge. Roll your shoulders forward, up and back to find length in your spine. Plant the palms, step back into plank, and exhale back to down dog. And do that on the other side. Really anchor through your right foot, as you extend your left up into the sky. Inhale it forward to plant between your palms. Find your foundation here to lift up into our crescent warrior. Full inhale, reaching up taller. Exhale, open to warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Warrior two. Remembering our strong foundation, feeling our feet against the ground. Inhale, reverse. And exhale to cartwheel forward. Finding our runner's lunge, rolling our shoulders forward, up and back, lifting our chest and our gaze a little bit for that flat back. And then pressing our palms into the earth, finding plank, holding here. And then exhale, drop the knees, lower to the mat. Finding our cobra or up dog. Releasing, leaning back in downward facing dog. A really deep breath here. Inhaling and exhaling to empty. For stepping or jumping back to the top of your mat. Inhale to a flat back and exhale, fold. And then inhale to slowly rise up. Rolling your shoulders forward, up and back to meet in our mountain pose. Then we're gonna press our right foot firmly into the ground, spreading our toes, anchoring through all four corners of the feet. So we lift our left leg up into tree. It can be kickstand on the floor against your calf, or all the way up. Find steadiness here. Maybe you lift your arms up above. Maybe you sway your tree a little bit, finding some gentle movement here. Still focusing on our breath. One more inhale here to lengthen through this pose. And exhale to release. Let's do that on the other side. Really grounding through our bottom foot. Rooting all the way from our hip bone down through our heel and pulling up through the inner arch to find that length and strength. It's kind of an opposite movement. We root down, which brings us extension. Finding tree on this side. Noticing any wobbles, letting them come. So we stabilize our body and the breath. Any variations here? And then release. We're going to lift our arms up one last time, really reaching high towards the ceiling or the sky, and then pulling our hearts in prayer through center down to a forward fold. One last deep hamstring stretch here. And then bend your knees, plant your palms, and slowly, slowly, slowly lower yourself down to the mat. And all the way to lying your back on the floor. Hug both knees into your chest. Maybe rock side to side, massaging your lower back, really trying to press it into the floor for a flat back. And then keeping your right leg tucked in, lift your left leg up to kind of hover it here. Pull your right leg and ankle over your right thigh and thread the needle to find this figure 4 hip opening stretch. And softly rock here as well if that feels good. Or just settle into a more static stretch. Pulling your left leg closer to your body. You can use a strap here as well if you need to wrap around. Then keeping your right leg crossed over your left, slowly release your left foot down to the floor. We're going to take a twist here, so we're just going to knock it to our left side, keeping this cross. Arms can be cactus or out in a T, finding an eagle leg supine twist. Noticing the ground beneath you again and the way that you can stretch and sink your body into it, because it will be here to hold us. Inhale back through center, hug your knees in again, and this time let's take that on the left side. So extend the right leg up to hover, cross our left over and pull it in for figure 4. Really opening up through that hip, swaying side to side to feel the differences in the stretch if you'd like. And then taking the twist, slowly letting your legs fall to the right. Cactusing your arms or holding them out straight. Maybe dropping your gaze to the left side for a deeper twist. And release on every exhale, deeper, deeper. Slowly pull your legs up through center, hug them into your chest one more time, and extend out to find our Shavasana. Letting our toes and feet turn outwards, our palms rest up. Coming back to our breath. Releasing our thoughts, our practice in the day before this. Coming to right now. And then bring some movement back into your body. Find a full body stretch, maybe extending your arms overhead. Turning to the right side, taking your time here to press back up to a seated position. To close off with some deep breaths together. We're gonna end just as we started, inhaling our arms gently up above and floating them down. Inhale back up. and float with an exhale. Biggest inhale yet to lift our arms up. Press your palms together. Exhale with a sigh to bring them down through heart center. Closing our eyes here, noticing how we feel. Namaste.